Sup guys, Heeking here, bringing you another live reaction to this month's Attack on Titan Chapter 109. Yeah, I haven't done videos in a while now. Again, I only recently just moved into my new place. I'm still getting used to it, etc, you know, so I'm just exhausted and tired. Give me a second. I need to put the battery of my laptop. There we go. We don't want it turning off halfway through when I'm reading. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, I'm just going to get right into the chapter now. Quick things to point out. Last chapter, I forgot to mention, I put it into the comments, but I did say that the girl who found Gabby and Falcon by the river was probably the little girl that Sasha rescued way back in the Clash of the Titans arc, and that Niccolo, when he handed the bottle over to one of the guys to give to the MPs, was probably loaded with poison from Zeke, maybe. I don't know. So just little things like that I'm pointing out, just in case something might happen in this chapter or not. But anyway, let's get to it. As always, I'm reading not an official translation, so it's always like this early release, so there could be some mistakes. It is what it is. We'll just get right into it then. So yeah. Chapter 109, Guide. So immediately we open up with the woman taking Gabby and Falcon to this neighborhood of farms, it looks like. There's horses there, there's some dogs there as well. I think this is the first time I've seen... I think that's dogs. I think that's the first time I've seen dogs in Attack on Titan, so that's new. And I guess this is where they breed the horses. Wait here. And Falcon was like, okay. And so now she's leaving the two of them alone, and they're just looking at the horses now. Those horses would be useful in our escape, Gabby, by the way. What are you talking about? I might have killed the prison guard. We gotta run to someplace further. They will soon come here as well to investigate. And yeah, Falcon's like, we're gonna get caught if we run away without any thoughts. Let's ask them if we can stay here for a few days. If there is a farm, then we should be able to work here. I can't have meals with the devils. Hey, come in. So now they're gonna go in. I'll explain everything. Falcon's like, I'll explain everything, so don't say anything stupid. Yeah, because yeah, Gabby like, yeah, just looks like she's dead inside. So they're heading inside to this room, and there's it looks like it's a family. You've got some older dude there. You've got 3 other people there, a woman there. You've got the girl there. What do your kids run away for? Yeah, this is so obviously Sasha's family. The accent gives it away. I think that could be her dad that we saw a few chapters back. What did your kids run away for? So that looks like that's the dad, that's the mom, there's the girl, and then there's like 3 other people there. I don't know if that's Sasha's siblings. I am assuming this is Sasha's family because the accent just right away gives it away. So I think this was so obvious from the get-go. I think what you see I was going to do is straight up do psychological reverse torture here. Now Gabby's going to be like, shit, it's my fault this girl that everyone loves is dead, like that. Southern Mali dialect, that's what Gabby's thinking. And Falcon straight away, nice to meet you. We are Ben and Mia. We are siblings. Oh, way to friend zone yourself, mate. Wow, we have had some trouble, so we decided to run away from our parents. I don't think they're gonna believe that. If there are things we can do, then we will do anything to help. So please let us stay here for a few days. Falcon's just grabbing Gabby's neck on the back, and she's just like giving him this dirty look, like I beg you. Now the man, sure thing, kids aren't supposed to bow. Oh, they were bowing, okay. Oh, welcome to the grouse stable. Oh, that's just fucking painful, guys. It is Sasha's family. Oh. To think, like, it was obvious, wasn't it, that it was going to be a little girl, but like, all the things that could have happened, like, maybe this is a good thing, like, because maybe Gabby will realise the error of her ways, and they'll probably realise who she is, and maybe they'll forgive her or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, look at the fact they got all these kids. I mean, are these Sasha's siblings, or are these kids that they adopted? That's such a turnaround from the Sasha that we knew beforehand, who only cared about herself, who only cared about me. But like, this kind of goes to show you how maybe it's just family that did it. But like, you know, keep in mind, Sasha was the one who saved the girl, so you could interpret that as her taking the girl in under her wing and giving her for the family to raise. So, you know, it just goes to show how much. Well, I guess we're gonna get flashbacks with Sasha like raising these kids, and then we're gonna see some relationships there growing. But yeah, that's just messed up. Welcome to the brow stable. Feel free to stay here as long as you want. I think that was the mother maybe talking. I'm not too sure. I think that was the mom talking. That's the dad here, and then that's the mom. Now let's have some. There is the dad. Now let's have some breakfast first. Thank you very much. Gabby's just like, she doesn't know what to think. They're putting their food down. Okay, so now the mom's coming and she's touching her head. You're tired, aren't you? After you eat, lie down and get some rest, will you? Yeah, Gabby doesn't like that. She just swatted the hand away. And Falcon's like, shit, what are you doing, you stupid bitch? Everyone's just giving her, not even a dirty look, it's just like a look of sadness, like shock, like Gabby's realising a mistake. Lisa, so the dad's talking, Lisa, this girl. I swear the dad used to be fat, like when we saw him in season, back in the original manga and season 2 of the anime. I guess because they weren't eating properly, they slimmed down, but I swear he used to be fat. Lisa, so Sasha's mom's name is Lisa. Lisa, this girl, Lisa, now I'm sorry, it seems you have experienced something terrible. Gabby's like, no. And Falcon's like, sorry about my little sister, let's dig in then. So they're eating stew. It's delicious. It's delicious. And Gabby's just like, she's just got this very horrified expression, like she's trying to control herself and doesn't want to give it away, and the others are just looking at her with sad looks. They're just waiting for Sasha to, like, for Gabby to eat, basically. Yeah, she's picking the spoon up, she's putting it in her mouth. Hooray! She's eating it. The little girl's watching her, like, she's got dead eyes there, like. I wonder if she suspects or knows. I mean, surely they would have told them, right? Like after Sasha, when they brought Sasha back, they would have told them how she. Yeah, obviously they would have told them how she died and who killed them. So, I'm getting the feeling that she knows who they are. Hell, and I don't know, because yeah, she doesn't look happy at all. She's just got this dead look in her eyes, like. She's not even looking at them, like she's focused somewhere else. So we're cutting to Kimoi. Is that what her name was? The Asian lady, and she's talking with Zachary. For all you anime viewers who just watched the recent episodes, you're probably thinking, damn, this dude's a lot more fucked up than we originally thought. Now that we got the official shit machine in the anime now. People call it the shit machine, but I always like to refer to it as the shit fountain, because technically that's what it is. No, it's not a shit fountain, is it? No, because food's meant to go in, it's not meant to come out. So yeah, I guess shit machine's a lot more appropriate, right? So yeah, congratulations on the Marlene operation. The leaders of the Hizaru nation commended Eldaria's bravery as well. To Zachary now, I appreciate the compliment. However, we wouldn't have achieved this victory without your faith in us. Miss Azo Mabito, you visited us despite the whole world seeing our country as a danger. That is what should be complimented. Yeah, Zachary's let his hair grow out as well. Like he looks weird with the hair sort of down there. Like so they're on the docks basically meeting. Yeah, I'm sorry that this turned out to be a small farewell. Despite my wishes, no, the fact that you came here is more than enough. So they're saying goodbye basically. She's about to head out. So back to Kimoi. Also, I understand that the voluntary soldier wasn't the first opponent. Voluntary soldier wasn't the first. What does that mean? Back to thank you for understanding. Please come again to the most dangerous island in the world. Technically it is, isn't it? Now, like, feels like this is Skull Island, man. Like, yeah, come here anytime you want. Like, so yes, since our objective this time is to see that danger ourselves. So, is that an observer of this case? An observer? Oh, this is interesting. So Zachary just asked, so is that an observer of this case? And now we're cutting to... Okay, who's messaged me on my phone? Let me just check quickly. I don't know what that is. Let me just see if that's important, because you never know. Right, we'll have to check that out later. Sorry about that. So yeah, I hate when that happens, because you never know, it might be important, innit? So anyway, we cut to the water next to the ship, and it's tied on the rigging of the ship, so it can drag along with it, but there's a cloth over it. It's a plane. It looks like it's a seaplane. Yes, that will be the first airship which uses iceberg stone as fuel in the world. We will make sure to see the power of rumbling. And they're referring to this plane as the Observer. Guys, this is crazy. We got a freaking plane in Attack of the Titan. I mean, we've seen blips, right? Or have we seen planes before? But this is like, they even saying it'll be the first airship which uses ice burst. So they're gonna use the ice burst as fuel to basically make their tech work. That's crazy. We're gonna have planes in Attack on Titan then. Yeah, obviously that's gonna come into play. The fact that they keep referring to the power of rumbling, that's gonna happen. That is gonna happen. But the key point's gonna be, why is it gonna happen? When's it gonna happen? Who's gonna do it? So after the plane thing, we'll cut into the outside of this building. There's like a big gate. There's people forming up. And it's Fergal. Wow, we're seeing Fergal. This is crazy. Like, it's crazy. Like, we're in the animes on the Uprising arc, and it introduced to us all these characters, and now we're in the manga now up to this point, and we're seeing all these characters. We're literally seeing all the characters from the Uprising arc. We've got Fergal and the news people characters there. Hey Hanji, explain what's happening. All civilians are to be moved out in Shingangashi district. It was the military who supported the meeting regarding the reconstruction in that district. So now to the news, guys. There is a rumor that the voluntary soldier has been arrested. Is this true? There is also information that says Eren Yeager, who has led Eldario to victory, has been confined. So wait, there's two people they've put into prison. There is a rumor that the voluntary soldier has been arrested. What does that mean, voluntary soldier? And so what's going on? Yeah, like, Fergal's got a beard as well. He's grown a beard. He's looking like he's old man. Bless him. You are not supposed to ask me this. Hanji's there. People are. Isn't this a bit too much? Asked the soldier. What are you going to reply to the comment that the outside world's attention is being focused on the military of paradise? I said, ask the soldier. Get out of the way. What does she mean, ask the soldier? What's going on? So the news dude is the young news dude is trying to stop it from entering. Hanji, 4 years ago, you guys revealed the truth about the world to the people inside the walls. The truth that our enemy is the entire world and that we are all Titans. However, the victory Eren brought gave us a future where Dalians can live. That means the relationship between Eren and the military is a concern for all the citizens. Hanji, you announced the old newspaper dude. Hanji, you said that truth should be known to all. Have you changed your stats? The situation has changed. Because the walls have opened and we have connected with the rest of the world, the meaning of information has changed. Fergal, I understand it's a difficult situation, Hanji, so I want you to look me in the eye and tell me that I can trust you. Hanji's looking at him. It's all for the sake of the people of Italia. So she's entered through the gate. Does she live in like some big mansion now? No, I think this is like the military place. So she's entered through the double doors. So yeah, we got a bunch of soldiers, and there's a bunch of soldiers on the floor, a bunch of soldiers standing up, sitting down. Are you the ones who leaked the information about Eren? So now we're cutting to these 4 people. Hogan, Beam, Louise, you new recruits, and Flock. So Flock, we're meeting back with Flock. Why did you do this? So that's Flock then. So the dude's sitting on the floor, so him and the new recruits basically leak the info to the news guys and everyone that Aaron's been captured along with soldiers to free Aaron. He did nothing wrong. He did what he had to do. He faced an incredibly powerful enemy and came out victorious. And you got Mikasa and Armin standing there listening to this. This victory ensured us the overwhelming power that is the rumbling. It's our right of existence. Aaron saved the lives of every citizen of the new Idalian Empire. Hanji's like, it's Idalia to be precise. But this victory also gave the military forces of the world even more reasons to launch an all-out attack on this tiny island of ours. Don't you think that it seriously endangered our right to exist instead? But back to Flock. If we didn't have the rumbling, I suppose it did. Either way, if we didn't have any power, we wouldn't be able to live on. Not on this tiny island. Back to Hanji. There is no guarantee that the rumbling would work as we expect and save us all at that. Save us at all. To be honest, it's nothing but a heresy. Back to Flock. That's because you've been keeping Aaron locked up behind bars, isn't it? And now we're getting this big shot of everyone basically in the room. Hanji sitting down, facing the recruits and Flock. Soldiers behind on the side there watching. Mikasa, Armin, Jean and Connie standing behind Hanji. So yeah, the vibes. You've also got the two different groups. Like if you look at it carefully, you've got the soldiers on the side, right? So you've got the Pacific group standing behind Jean and Connie, and you've got this other side standing on the direction of Flock and his group. I'm getting vibes. I'm getting Uprising vibes from this, or in this case, I'm getting Civil War vibes from this. Can you just imagine that this arc or the next arc is going to be called Civil War or something? Because that's the feeling I'm getting. Yeah, you've got these people now. You've got the soldiers in the back. Can we afford to waste time like this? If this continues, our great victory will become meaningless. Black to Flock. So there's concerns already. Obviously, these people properly agree with Flock's plan. So Black to Flock, the one who leads this nation is Eren Yeager. I ask that you free him immediately. So now we get in the shot of all the main supporting characters, Armin, Mikasa, Hanji, just like, it's like, who do you think you are? Well, what do you mean, release him? So back to Hanji, yeah, you could be right. So now Armin and Mikasa and Jean and Connie, they're just standing watching, but they're probably thinking, are you crazy? You just said, like, you know what I mean? Like that feeling's probably going through their heads. They're probably surprised that Hanji's agreeing with them. Nevertheless, I was the one who decided to go through with Zeke's plan. It's all my responsibility. That's why I can't forgive anyone who continues to act on their own. So Zeke had a plan, they decided to go on with it, but then Eren had a different plan. I'm still confused what the hell is actually going on. You guys will be punished for leaking information about Eren. Take these four to their cells. So I'm getting the view of Flock now. Jean is escorting him. I will hope and pray for the victory of humanity within the walls. So the door closes behind Hanji. And now we're cutting to Hanji and seriously, all of this is Uprising related. We're getting a flashback to the dude that she tortured, to Sinus that she tortured way back. The stage always needs... Yeah, it's a flashback to that scene. The stage always needs someone in this role. When one actor leaves, another jumps in to take his place. Good luck, Hanji. So it's sort of coming back to bite her in the arse. So now she's like, we're getting 3 panels. One is like her like sort of coming to the realization, standing down, and now how tiring. Yeah. The room looks empty now. Like no, there's something I still need to look into. So, on one hand, yeah, I guess the guy's point about the roles being reversed have been reversed. The fact that those guys tried to contain the information, now it's sort of, now like Hanji is realizing, yeah, like I'm doing the same thing now, trying to contain information, trying to make sure that people don't find out certain stuff, trying to keep the peace, and now it's like it's all falling apart because sort of Flock is basically sort of being the Eren of the, not even the Eren, he's sort of basically being the Hanji of that side, like trying to leak the truth in that, and she's trying to contain it. So yeah, in a way, yeah, it's sort of come full circle. Like they're sort of becoming the people they were trying to stop in the first place. But that's interesting that Flock is like so invested in Eren and that, like, But yeah, I can see a civil war brewing. That scene alone just gives away the fact that you've got two different opinions and shit forming, like, and the citizens outside are sort of taking Eren's side as well. Like, so what's going? There's something big is definitely going to happen. Like, it's not going to be all fun and games. Like if you thought that after the Marlene arc it was going to be smooth sailing, it's not. Like, it's clearly showing that there's defined opinions. And that the Adalians, as you will call it, they're not all on the same goal or mindset. So we're cutting to Mikasa. She's just locked this girl in. Have you been in this cell as well? I think her name was Louise. Have you been in this cell as well? She's asking her. Huh? No. Is that so? That's a pity. But still, I don't regret breaching military conduct. Who's this girl? If victory is the Survey Corps' ultimate goal, sometimes rules have to be broken to achieve it. That's enough, Louise. Your sentence will only be extended. Ever since you saved my life that day, I have not changed. Saved my life? After seeing you defeat a Titan with human strength, I realized that you can't protect anything without strength. I learned that when faced with senseless violence, we can fight. I think she's the little girl from the first arc. Remember that scene when the Titan comes running, like... And it's about to get to the people who Reeves wasn't letting through because he was trying to get his merchandise through. Mikasa came and killed the Titan, and then there was a little girl where we were watching her. She gave that sort of salute, and like she helped the people through. I think that's the little girl there that was there at the time who sort of got inspired. You were saved too, right, by Mr. Yeager? Mikasa just sort of. She's holding the scarf. She's having a flashback to when she got that scarf. Since that day, I've wanted to be near you. Because I was touching the scarf, and that Louise is looking at her, looking down. I wonder if she's got that same sort of feeling that Mikasa sort of got for Eren. Maybe like, you saved my life. I don't want to. What's the reason you joined the Survey Corps? If it was for Mr. Yeager, his freedom, and there's only one thing I can say: be quiet. Mikasa's walking away. She gives her a last look. Louise gives her a salute. Mikasa doesn't, like, she's just conflicted. Oh, and now she's getting a headache. We kind of see electric spark. We've seen this before. Like when she's under, I think, heavy stress, and now she's cut into Eren stabbing the shit. Oh. She's getting head pains now. Of Eren just stabbing that dude that killed her parents, and they kidnapped her anyway. She saw all of this. She didn't even see Eren's eyes. Like, it's alright now. Don't worry. We never saw the aftermath of that, did we? This is the first time, isn't it? So Eren just continued stabbing that dude until he was like, yeah, don't worry. Like, Mikasa saw all of that. That's terrifying. It kind of goes to show you that Eren, even from a young age, was sort of like a vicious little animal, man. I mean, those guys deserve to die, 100%, but the fact that he was ultra violent, like, going even further, like, the dude's dead, but he's still stabbing him, like, that's messed up. I don't even know how long there's left, man. Like, this chapter's just going, so we're cutting to a house, and we're cutting to, I think that's Pixis. And I think that's Flock in his little room. How is your room? It offers an impressive view of the landscape. If these iron bars were not here. I'm sorry, I think that's Yarlina, actually. If you guys remember, Yarlina was captured by Pixis' group by the garrison. I've already said this a few times, but we Adalians are forever in debt to you volunteers for what you've done. So is this the volunteer soldier that Hanji keeps referring to ask for the news people to go and ask questions on? You especially seem to have a great deal of trust in our relationship. You've steadily submitted behaviour records to us, but a thought occurred to me. It seemed like you were desperate not to come off as someone suspicious. So he's going through these files, Pix is going through these files. You put yourself under strict control and asked for soldiers to inspect you. On this day, 10 months ago, during the railway opening ceremony in Trust, the person in charge of inspecting you suddenly changed to Flock Foster, who's in prison now. During the ceremony, he took you to a nearby property. He is currently under arrest for leaking information. He took him to a nearby property during the trust thing. Are we meant to assume that Yarlino is the one that basically went to Historia, right? I mean, that was the theory that someone had last chapter. And we all assumed it couldn't be, like, it was too obvious, but now it's looking more like it was her that went to Historia and told her what to do. Like, that building was only a few kilometers away from Eren Yeager's residence at that time. Oh, she went to see Eren Yeager. Okay, so maybe it wasn't her that went and saw Historia. So I believe it's possible that you made contact with Eren. Seems like Eren started acting on his own afterwards. Either way, I'm glad to have an excuse to converse with a beautiful lady like you. I could talk all day long. Beautiful indeed, yeah. So now we're cutting to Gabby and Falcon working in the stables. The horse is looking at her. There's a horse looking at her. Gabby's looking at the horse, and the horse just bit her. Talk about karma, guys. She slips on the water, she just poured, falls down. The image of that horse is funny as hell, like it's literally smiling. That's creepy as fuck. Gabby, Falcon's like, and the bucket just fell on her head, so this has just turned into the Three Stooges. Gabby, why did this happen? This was an act of the devil's. Wasn't it just the horse? This horse isn't going to give you a ride and run away with you. Didn't it receive extrained training? What does that mean? Inquest training? We can't get information if we're going to stay here. I think it's better to stay here than move around. What are you saying? Let's stay low and wait here until we're rescued. This nation's military committed such atrocity against Marlene. Soon the world will send their troops to attack this nation. My brother or Reina will definitely come to save us. Don't you hate Zeke? That traitor is somewhere close by, is he? There's nothing we can do now. I can't tell her that I was the one who delivered Eren Yeager's letter yet, though it wouldn't matter anymore either way. So Falcom's having regrets that because he technically played a part in all of that, so he is to blame somewhat. And he's saying that they committed atrocities, so they should just wait. I imagine that by the time help comes, these guys' viewpoints might have changed. Anyways, what was this about Mia? The name of your little sister or something? It doesn't matter, does it? So Falcom's got a little sister who's called Mia? What does that mean? He's only got a brother, doesn't he? So what's going on there? So the little girl's arrived. You two, time for lunch. Yes. Let's take a break. So they're taking a break now. You two learned so quickly how to work. You are strong too. Aha, not at all, but thanks. However, Kaya, so that's her name, Kaya. However, Kaya, you are strong too. The people working here seem all very young. Yes, the people here are all orphans. So they are orphans. Ah, so that's it. By the Queen's policy, the children who have nowhere to go receive much support. Children who lost their parents 4 years ago gathered here. So this is the orphanage basically that Historia opened, I think, and the Brass family takes care of it, or it's sort of a corporation thing. Gabby's giving it that look. It seems you cannot accept your sins. Huh? What? Did you forget the brutal acts this country's people have committed? Every Idoli needs to carry the sin properly. That's how we can open the path to eternal atonement. Someone fucking punch her in the face with that bull. It feels like religious mumbling. Like, I hate that shit. Pisses me off. Like, is this related to the loss of your parents? Of course. The sin doesn't let you run away and pretend to be a good human. Is that what you have been taught in Mali? Is that what you have been taught in Mali? So they know? Wait, what? What are you saying? Well, we owe her one. Don't you dare say that this is not the universal view of history. Again, you are like this. Did I say anything wrong? Do they not realize what she just said? This is like that moment when Reina was like, I'm the Colossal Titan, he's the Armored, I'm the Armored Titan, he's the Colossal Titan, and we were just like, wait, what? Go back to that. Yeah, Falcon just realized, what did you just say? Kaya, I don't know why you came here, but you are from Marnie, right? Yeah, she knew, and yet she brought these guys in. No, yeah, they're just shocked. How did I know? It's not like we even have an idea of how to make it back to Marlene, because you were yelling, right? Yeah, I think I even said it last chapter, wasn't I? It's like, you're yelling like crazy. I'm pretty sure she heard that. So you knew from the beginning, or what? Or what from the beginning? It's really embarrassing. Why didn't you say anything? This is awful of you. Gabby just picked up a pitchfork. Oh god. Oh god, what are you doing? She's about to attack her and Falcon's stopping her. What are you doing? That devil exposed us. I thought it was weird. The island devils cannot be so kind. She is deceiving us. Hey, you're so stupid. Don't cause a scene here. Hey, so the other orphans are watching. Why are you fighting? Mia is jealous. Mia is jealous of me for getting... So Kai is now shouting at the orphans. Mia is jealous of me for getting too friendly with her brother. Oh, looks like Kaya made some new friends. She seems happy. Seems so. Don't play with that tool. It's dangerous. Yes. So Gabby's thrown... No, Falcon got the pitchfork off her. Thank God. Hey, why? So Falcon's like, why? Gabby just seems shocked. Like, she's saying don't deceive us because they were way too kind. She doesn't believe that these guys can be so normal and nice. Like, she doesn't want to believe that. What do you mean? If I wanted to report you guys, I would have done so already. So she's pointing out, 4 years ago in the village that I lived in, when Titans appeared inside the walls 4 years ago, one of them came to this village. This is her home, this is her village. It was not very big. It was not very big, only 3 meters tall. However, the people of the village ran away after seeing their Titan, leaving my crippled mother. I didn't know what to do. I just sat there, not being able to run or hide. I was sitting here. From over there, I could hear the sounds of my mother being eaten. She's in the barn. They're inside the barn where her mom died. Oh, that's fucked up. Oh, this is her room, I think. Yeah. It went on for a while. My mother was being eaten alive. After some time, I stopped hearing any sounds. I must have screamed until my ears gave away. According to the information disclosed 4 years ago, there are people outside the walls and they call us devils. But Gabby's just shocked and Falcon just looks like he's very disappointed in himself. But there are people outside the walls, they call us devils, but I don't understand why they hate us so much. Mia, Ben, tell me, my mum, just what did she do? What did she do to deserve this hatred? And now it's like she's realizing. So Gabby's now, that's because for thousands of years we have been slaughtering people all over the world. Thousands and thousands of years. To think you forgot all that. For thousands of years, Adalians used the power of the Titans to subjugate and exploit the world, stealing other cultures, forcing other people to give birth to children they don't want, killing an unaccountable number of people. Even if you devils inside the walls turn a blind eye, the world will never forget these sins, and that's why things turned out the way they are now. Stop pretending to be the victim. But my mother was born and raised in this area. I don't think she's ever done any of those terrible things. Well, 100 years ago your ancestors committed unthinkable sin. It's 100 years ago, but what did we in the present do wrong? Recently you destroyed my town. My mom died 4 years ago. That's not her fault. Well, your ancestors massacred people around the world. My mom didn't kill anyone. Kaya's crying. And Gabby's just like, she's trying to come up with an excuse and she can't. She can't, because there's no excuse for doing what the Marlene did. I mean, these guys didn't do shit. Remember, these guys had their memories wiped and they grew up not knowing any of that crap. So as far as they're concerned, they're innocent. They've been in these walls for hundreds of years. You're saying 100 years ago, but for 100 years they didn't do shit. Like, they were in there not doing anything, not a care in the world. So what the hell did we do that, you know? Mia, answer me. She's grabbing Gabby now. Why did my mom die such a painful death? There must be some reason. It just doesn't make sense. Why was my mother eaten alive? And she's having flashbacks and, why did she die? Why? It was a reconnaissance mission. Falcom's giving her the answers. From what I know, when we invaded Paradise Island 4 years ago, one of the objectives was to survey the enemy's power. It was an experiment to gauge the enemy's power. You and your mother were caught up in it. Your mother did nothing wrong. I'm sorry. She didn't deserve that. He's crying now. Kaya's just sort of falling on the ground there by the door. Gabby's like revealing the military secrets to an enemy nation. Then you apologize. Thank you, Ben, for letting me know, but you didn't need to apologize just because you were born in Marlene. Understanding. Seriously, I want this chapter to end now, like, it's way too long. So, we're still with them, so Falcom, so how did you survive in that situation, Kaya? Someone saved me. A girl who was a bit older than I am now brought an axe from the yard and fought with the Titan. With an axe for chopping firewood? How reckless. Yeah, she used herself as a shield and rescued me. Isayama, what are you doing with... Seriously, man, we expected this. We expected this shit. So, it's just painful. Sasha's dead and we're still getting moments and... Run along this road until you find someone who can help you, was what she told me. If she was alive, she would never abandon you guys who have nowhere to go, just as she didn't abandon me. The Bros family was invited to the restaurant where the Marlenes work. Let me take you there to meet them. There might be a way for you two to go back to Marlene. Why would you do that? I want to be like her. That's sad. So Kaya's gonna take these guys to the Marlene restaurant. I'm actually very terrified right now. Is that the restaurant where the MPs were with what's his name? DS or something? I forgot their names. Their dies were eating, and they were getting the Nikolai was giving the champagne. I'm wondering, man. Like, so we're getting a. Why would you do that? I want to be like her. The ones who kill, the ones who are killed, the ones who survive, the ones who are allowed to live. They mingle, not ever knowing anything about each other from there on. What's gonna happen if Kaya finds out that Gabby was the one that killed Sasha? Is she gonna want revenge, or is she gonna forgive her? In which case, maybe that's gonna be the point where Gabby's just gonna lose it. And either that's gonna make her realize that holy shit, we are wrong, or she's just gonna snap out of anger, like, because she doesn't understand why they wouldn't want revenge, or I don't know. This was certainly a very interesting chapter, a very good chapter, a very nice way of getting us into the mindset of these characters. It was very good getting reintroduced to some past characters we haven't seen in years. And just seeing what they've been up to and what they look like now. But yeah, guys, I'm getting Uprising vibes from this. I'm getting major Uprising vibes from this. I'm getting major Civil War vibes from this. I'm very curious what this arc is, because this is not the Marlene arc now, is it? Like, this is a different arc now. So I'm very curious to know what this arc is going to be called. Is it going to be called? Is it just going to be called the Paradise arc? Like, maybe, I don't know. But I think next chapter is the end of the volume, isn't it? So next chapter is going to be the end of this volume. I think this is volume 27, isn't it? And then we're going to be on to volume 28. I need to double check that very quickly. Attack on Titan volumes. And yeah. Yeah, we're on volume 27. So next month will be the final chapter of this volume, and then we're on to volume 28 in November. Wow, man, time just flies. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, guys, that's my reaction to that. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, like and subscribe, whatever. And I shall see you when I shall see you. Take care and bye.